Hey, it's Chris. Here's my guarantee to you. Today, you will see at least one, probably more, iPhone accessory that you never ever laid eyes on before. And not just that, it's not just gonna be new to you, it's also going to be insanely useful. But ever so quickly before we get into that, I'm just gonna save you some money right off the bat by recommending two accessories that you shouldn't buy, in my opinion, that I've been seeing a bunch of other channels recommend. Number one, the latest DJI Osmo Mobile Gimbal. That is, if you have an iPhone 14. Because if you have an iPhone 14, then you already have action mode, which provides incredible stabilization, and you really don't need a gimbal. Number two, I would say steer clear of the Razer Kishi V2 iPhone gaming grip, which admittedly does look great, but it gets terrible reviews. I like the V1. I mean, I had it. It was pretty good, but the V2 just seems like something to avoid. I do, however, have some stuff to share with you that you do not want to avoid, stuff you should definitely check out, starting with something super practical, followed by something you wouldn't even believe existed that I've found so useful. Now, a Magsafe Wallet, that's convenient. A Magsafe battery pack is also useful, but a modular Magsafe battery pack that works with a Magsafe wallet that's also a stand. Now that's something that you've never seen before. Now I wanna thank Moff for sponsoring today's video and sending along this insanely cool Snap Stand Power Set, which is the first modular charging stand that adapts to your daily mobile needs so you can personalize your everyday carry. For instance, you can be using the stand for your phone while also wirelessly charging your new AirPods Pro with the battery. And of course, whoever makes it, no battery lasts forever, so when it does run out, just take it off and keep using the stand without all the extra weight. No need to carry around a dead battery all day. That's pointless. Now, aside from the obvious modularity, I like that you can match the colors, so I got the stand and the wallet both in black here. I also really like the thoughtful placement of the USB-C, the charging port, on the side so you can charge your phone and your battery at the same time while still using the stand at your desk. And by the way, the included USB-C cable is magnetic. What? I know you've never seen that before. It's really cool. Now, these are wrapped in vegan leather, so it does have that premium look, but the Moft modularity here really takes MagSafe to the next level. So there's MagSafe, and then there's Moft MagSafe. Now, it's hard to convey just how useful I've found this next accessory, but let me just say, it's been so useful and will continue to be. This is something I'm gonna be relying on for a very long time into the future. I know it looks a little bit crazy, but this is a, quote, rolling selfie desktop live stand. That's how it's described by Viazon, the company who makes it. But basically, this is a portable rolling stand that's got a mount for your phone, a mount for either your laptop or a tablet, and a microphone mount with a built-in light. So you roll this to wherever it is that you wanna record, you look good thanks to the light and your iPhone, you sound good thanks to the mic, and because of that stand there, you've got your notes or whatever it is, your presentation, all there with you on your laptop or tablet. Now, obviously, this is gonna be great for content creation. It's gonna be excellent for meetings, for presentations, FaceTimes, for Zoom calls. And I've got this rigged up with a serious heavy hitter podcast mic, which I can either plug directly into my iPhone or I can run it into the Mac or the iPad, but you can use any mic that you want. But what I'll do is link up all the accessories and adapters and stuff and the microphone itself down in the description so you can see how I put all this together. I gotta say too, I really love the built-in cable management. That's cool. But the best part about this whole thing is that when you're done using it, you can roll it not just out of the way, but right into a closet and out of sight. This is mind-blowing. I love this thing. You know what else I love? Putting out the Daily Tech podcast and newsletter. Both of those come out on Fridays, and if you've only been getting the video experience here, you're missing out on so much. If you like accessory recommendations, app recommendations, if you like talking about Apple news, then you have to get signed up for the podcast and the newsletter. Both of those are linked up down in the description. You can also get signed up for a notification when I launch my Apple Focus Productivity course, probably in the next couple of months. Now let's just be practical here for a second in between all the stuff that you've never seen before, and let's just talk about that really cool charger that comes in your iPhone 14 box. It's magical, it's invisible, you can't actually see it, right? And it charges at 0 watts. That's because we're talking about a fake charger, a non-existent charger. No charger is included with your iPhone 14, even though it's capable of fast charging with a charger that's 20 watts or above. Well, that's why, if you're actually interested in fast charging, I would recommend that you check out Anker's Series 5, 511 to be specific, 30-watt USB-C to Lightning charger, which will top off your 25-watt iPhone 14 and 27-watt iPhone 14 Pro Max at the maximum supported charging speeds. Now, this is just a fast charger, but there are some things I really like about it. Number one, it's tiny. It's very compact. It's actually smaller than Apple's 20-watt charger, and it comes with a really nice cable that's gonna last you for a very long time, super high quality. It also has an included cable tie, which is great. It's also highly reviewed, I should say, too. And even if you get it for your iPhone, here's the thing, you could actually use it to charge your MacBook Air even as well. All right, so if you wanna see something you've never seen before, then look at this. This is not a sculpture. It's a feather-light, insanely durable, scratch-resistant, portable, MagSafe compatible iPhone stand. And when I say light, I mean light. I mean, it's crazy how light this thing is. But when it's folded up, it only takes up the space of about 4 stacked quarters. I mean, it's really compact. So even though it only weighs about the same as a golf ball, it can actually hold up to 10 pounds. So it's really strong too. I mean, your iPhone doesn't weigh 10 pounds. So this thing is really different, and it's also just fun. And actually, this thing's a Kickstarter project that I got early access to, but I had to feature it just because of how ingenious it is. Now look, I can't remember the last time I talked about a portable Bluetooth speaker. Chris, the guy who features the HomePod all the time, who really loves the HomePod, raves about the HomePod. Probably it's been years since I talked about a portable Bluetooth speaker, but I'm gonna talk about one today for a very specific reason. I got my hands on this Sony Xg300, even though I'm a HomePod fan, because HomePods just aren't portable. Well, for the most part. I did make a video a while back on a portable battery base, I guess you could call it, for your Mini. But still, the Mini is a Mini, and if you've ever heard it versus the bigger HomePod, you know it just sounds mini. So even though you could technically find a way to make it portable, the sound just isn't as rich, the bass isn't as thumpy as a bigger, more powerful speaker like the Xg300 here, which happens to be pretty new. So I'm guessing you've never seen it before. Now, what do I, as somebody in my late 30s, want with a portable speaker? I mean, I mostly just listen to music at home. Well, that's true, but I'd like something that I can take out in the backyard that's like water resistant and a little more rugged. So I like that this thing is lightweight. I like that it has this handle here for easy carrying. So you also might notice that it has some lighting effects on the sides. Personally, I mean, I wouldn't buy this just for those, but they're there and it's fine that they're there. You know, some people are gonna think that looks really great. Really, they're kind of subtle. I don't notice them too much unless it's darker out. But does it sound better than my HomePod Mini? Yes. It sounds like a proper, big, original HomePod, and maybe in some instances, even a little bit better. I mean, it is bigger. I mean, yeah, if you listen to music, not necessarily podcasts or something, just voice-driven, but for music, it definitely makes sense if you spend any time out back, maybe at the pool or whatever, to have a speaker you can bring along with. All right, how do we do? Did you find something new here that you would never run into before? Hopefully so. I'm gonna link all this stuff up down in the description so you can check it out. And also, I would love for you to check out the Daily Tech wallpaper packs. When you buy a pack, help support the channel. Don't forget to check out the newsletter. Don't forget to check out the podcast. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, these things are designed. They're products that we put out there to make your life in the Apple ecosystem better, to enhance it, to improve it. So check it out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.